Kenya-Somali disputes have been on and off since time immemorial, with several attempts of the African Union, Intergovernmental Authority on Development (IGAD), among other organizations, trying to resolve the tensions of these two neighboring countries. But are the efforts yielding results, and is there a possibility of the two countries uniting? Our reporter Harriet Chimea spoke to Professor Macharia Munene on what exactly is ailing the two neighbors.
After months of rising tension between Kenya and Somalia, with Somalia accusing Kenya of violation of its sovereignty, the two countries broke diplomatic relations on 15th of December, a move that did not cause a reaction from Kenya. Professor Macharia Munene is an international relations expert and a lecturer from United States International University, USIU.
The announcement by some Somali officials that they were cutting diplomatic relations and they were trying to kick out diplomats from Kenya, or making it difficult for diplomats in Kenya. That's one thing can be seen to be a very serious thing happening. But you also notice that these were just statements being made in the air. There were no official communication to Kenya. Therefore, there is nothing to react to. Which means that the decision makers in Kenya's foreign policy are very careful not to overreact. And the reason why they should not overreact is because this appears to be a temporary problem. And it's a temporary problem that is more Somali than Kenya.
Where could the problem lie?
So what is happening in Somalia is that there is an election coming in 2 months' time. And the current president feels that he's in a mess. He's being pressed very hard. And he looks as if he's scared. And when he's scared, he becomes irrational. So he's behaving in a very irrational manner. And that irrationality makes him start looking for scapegoats for his unpopularity or problems that he might have. So blaming Kenya or seeming to attack Kenya would then be seen as if it's a nationalistic thing, the defender of Somali interests against Kenya and that kind of thing. And so he's trying to rally the delegates who are going to be voting in February to tell them, look, I'm the only one who can defend you against Kenya. So first of all, you make Kenya look as if it's an enemy for a temporary purpose. And if he thinks he can get away with it, then that's what he's doing. Now, Kenya knows that. And that is why Kenya is not overreacting to this temporary irrationality.
In the ongoing war of words, Somalia has also accused Kenya of withdrawing its troops in the strategic towns of Afudan and Busar without consulting the federal government. Somalia has also claimed Kenya is arming militias to attack the federal officials in their country. Yet Kenya has contributed troops to the African Union mission in Somalia, AMISOM, fighting radical terrorists, and it also hosts a large population of Somali refugees. Last year, Kenya recalled its ambassador after Somalia decided to auction off oil and gas exploration blocks at the center of a maritime territorial dispute, a matter that is also before the International Court of Justice, ICJ.
The attempt to rob Kenya of its sea territory could be connected now to the resources, the fish, so they can go on the Kenyan coast and just take all the fish they want without Kenya complaining. If they can come and claim oil and gas that are coming down all the way to Lamu and maybe even Malindi, and you never know, even maybe Mombasa. And then you have to get permission from Somalia to go through. The whole thing is ridiculous. But there is good reason why it is so, because the interests being pushed are not necessarily Somali, they are external.
Thus, this begs the question, is there a possibility of a better tomorrow between the two neighbors?
So as long as Somalia is a proxy and a place of competition, and a stadium, an arena for competition by extra-continental forces, you are likely to continue having some of these problems. And so when they stop being proxies, then maybe some things may change.
Recently, the Somali federal government has sent troops to the border town of Beleth Hawo, while forces from Somalia's Jubaland region are stationed in the nearby Kenyan town of Mandera. Residents fear that the rising tensions between Kenya and Somalia may erupt into fighting, and observers urge the two countries to sit together and iron out their differences. Reporting for Switch TV, my name is Harriet Chimea.